yeah. Straight out the Linux, that phone for hours, I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, they're straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M, now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the big watch the women, I gon' meet you.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Real.
Throwing again is Baker. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down run from White. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Now on 4th down, it's Trenton Gill out to kick it away. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now Goff. Chased out to his right. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should. Got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They'll go for it. Goff. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on fourth down.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
First down. Here's Baker. He's on the move. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Goff on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So through one this game. More for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Trying again following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Goff now, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. This is complete. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed. The one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Throwing now, following the turnover. It's into the hands of White. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
We're 33. Good. Up, Nelson. Watch out.
Baker now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Regular. Watch out.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers with a chance to break this tie. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Good. Hurry.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Up, Nelson. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw again. That one's cut along the left sideline. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Baker throwing again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he drives it down to the 8 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. It's White on the give. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Watch out.
Trying again with White. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off to the air now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there instantly. As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
That's brought in by White. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Kings! What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Buying some time left. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. So the defense decides to decline the penalty.
know, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warlings, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shy. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warlings, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux, that on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out. I'm finished. Then grade out the lake house. The bay watch the women. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Maddencrusher Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season as quarterback, but Greg, just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
Took a little while for him to get his chance to be a full-time starter, but once he got that shot, He's just never looked back. I mean, Mike, think, he's always had that powerful arm. He can push the ball up and down the field and make every throw imaginable. But that time he spent on the sideline, I think it ended up being a massive blessing in disguise. He was able to work on his game from a mental and technical standpoint with no pressure to play. And now he is reaping all the benefits.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the former Raider. They signed him back in March. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, a couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual-threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. And if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, he's going to be a hard one to beat. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They go play action now. Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. Second and 7. On the give, it's Harris. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On third down, here's Wilson. In trouble, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. In motion, Reed. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Packers.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On 1st down, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting
to the goal line and in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Russ. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass.
Now a loose football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1.
All the offense is trying to do here is just get a little breathing room so that they can operate their entire system. But this defense, they sold out, brought pressure. And the offense is lucky that that one didn't result in 2.
On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. And he's going to go backwards again. They went to him twice in a row. The defense stops him twice in a row for loss. And now it's 4th down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Wilson. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Again, Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Here's Nixon on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On play action, Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
First and 10. Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Tied at 10 apiece. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Love. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Still first down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Back to throw is Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Love. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has...
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 17, Steelers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a second and 6. Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and a yard. Here's a run with their tight end. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. They run out of the gun with Warren. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Harris. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
Automatic 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Give up the middle to Harris. Harris, first down. He's not done. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 36 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Washington. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now Wilson. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Run up the middle with Jacobs. He'll be brought down after a short pickup through at the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Love to throw it on 1st down. That's Doubs open left side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, Love. That complete to Jacobs. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Love to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Another run here with Harris. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. On first down, it's Harris. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Javon Bullard there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On third down, here's Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Love.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Love. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On play action, Love. And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. A run. Here's Harris. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Packers 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Running is Jacobs. It'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone at the 21. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Here's Jacobs. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Good running on display there, taking it to the 5, but now it is 3rd and goal. Now Love. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers are going to extend their lead.
Steelers 16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
Wilson complete to Pat Freiermuth. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Russ. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Here in the 2nd half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that 3rd down sack, got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback just continues to go down.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now, Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
It's third down, and defensively you think you do a great job taking everybody away. But sometimes you just can't account for the quick little check down to the back and his ability to run in the open field and make people miss. He's able to pick up a huge gain.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From the gun, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Love. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to extend the lead.
45. Steelers 16.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. Second and 7. They'll run the draw with Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back, big pickup.
A run with Harris. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Love to the left side in the hands of Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up fourth down.
Packers set to kick this one away. A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. Steelers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Here's 2nd and 2. Wilson. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll try to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Wilson will throw again. That's complete left side to Pickens. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. Throwing again. Wilson. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll try the right side now with Harris. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll try to run for it. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Harris, trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. down at the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Wilson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This returnable with Reed. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now Love got his man at the 6. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown, Green Bay. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around. So at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Wilson. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To throw again is Wilson. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. A run. Here's Harris. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
with how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On third down, they go with Jacobs. On comes the Packers punting team. Here's Austin to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.